is Dr. Robert. And on today's edition of 5 Minutes with Dr. Robert, 5-ish minutes, the subject is, what is Ayurveda? This is a subject on which I have waxed, not necessarily eloquent, but at least I've waxed on it on a number of occasions. And therefore, I'm going to try to be a lot more concise than I have been on other occasions. I'm going to go back to the source, as is the appropriate thing to do when working with a Shastra. Going back to the Charaka Samhita, which is probably arguably the most fundamental text of Ayurveda that we have available to us in Sanskrit. And the definition of Ayurveda in Charaka begins with these words: Hita, hitam, sukham, dukkham. We only have to start with those 4 words. Hita, ahita, sukha, dukkha. Hita means what will benefit, what is useful, what will promote. Ahita means will not benefit, will not assist, will provide detriment. Sukha means happiness, health, ease, literally speaking in Sanskrit, su plus ka, good space. Dukkha means dis-ease, bad space, disturbance, and lack of harmony. So what is Ayurveda? Very simply, Ayurveda is, let us examine everything in our environments and everything on the inside and everything we think and everything we do and everything we say, and let us examine in our personal context, what are those things meaning substances and actions, that are going to promote good space, harmony, ease, balance, and what are those things that are not going to promote that? What are those things that are actively going to promote dis-ease, disturbance, imbalance, etc.? And what are those things that are not going to actively promote dis-ease, disturbance, and imbalance? That's what we're doing with Ayurveda. We're trying to examine what are those substances and actions that we can actively involve in our lifestyles and our lifespans, and what are those things that we need to avoid. We're, of course, in the context of Ayurveda, examining everything in the context of guna. Guna means attribute, quality, characteristic. So when we're talking about substances and actions, dravya and karma, we're talking about them in the context of guna. A particular substance or a particular action means nothing to our individuality until it interacts with us. And when it interacts with us, and it interacts with us on the basis of quality, that thing may make us feel warmer or cooler. It may make us feel lighter or heavier. It could make us feel wetter or drier. It could have an effect of creating greater subtlety. It could have the effect of creating greater density. Whatever it is going to work with us on the basis of these qualities. These are things that we can perceive. We could examine in many other ways, but the important thing for our perspective is the perception. So Ayurveda, in fact, is all about perception. It's about how we interact with the world. Ayurveda, it's the knowledge of life. A protoplasmic being comes into existence, remains in existence, and that existence is eventually terminated. During that period, that's what we call Ayuhu, the life of that being. Ayurveda is understanding everything that has to do about life, evaluating it from the perspective of these qualities, and learning how to live in the best possible way, aligning with our environments, internal and external, so we can have the greatest amount of good space that can benefit us, everyone around us, and the universe in general. This is Dr. Robert, wishing everyone a very large amount of sukha at all times and all places.